Hey guys, and today we're looking at the Heroic and Astralis game from last night at Flashpoint 3. Um, and I wanted to look at this round in particular, round 5 of the second map, which is Overpass. Because there's a lot of interesting things happening when I watched it. There's so many things happening that you genuinely can't think about them all at once. And there's definitely some mistakes coming through from both teams in this round. And eventually it's won out by a 1v1. So I just want to take a closer look and analyse some of the bits a bit more in detail in this new series, which I'm going to be calling A Round in Time. Okay, so first of all, I wanted to apologise for this angle, which is absolutely atrocious because of the trees, but you know, it is what it is. So I wanted to look at this fountain area because it's normally where quite a lot of early action happens. Normally you get 2 Molotovs, but in this case you only get 1. And the interesting thing that I quite like from Astralis is they smoke it. So Heroic, I'm not actually sure why they just throw one here. It could be to funnel Astralis into the other side where they're watching. But in this case, Astralis smoke it, so that normally indicates that people have kept running, and they've gone straight through to playground, and maybe they're pushing. So that has to draw a rotation because at the moment, as you can see on the mini map from the clip, Cadian's run into Con. So a lot of the action that happens around this round, which makes it so cool, is right here in short. So 2 mollies already immediately come over, one from the CTs into tunnel, one from the Ts into short. That's smoked off by Heroic. That's clearly a protocol. And also, while that's happened, somebody's also come down from Con, from Astralis, and mollied the end of Con, which is where Cadian was peaking. And this shows how much action goes on here, and because of the Molotovs that have been sent both ways, Astralis clearly can't be bothered to retake it. That probably has an effect, and it also allows Cadian to get in here so easily and push in and actually win the round from his positioning, which is completely unexpected by Dupree and there. So this is such a key position for the round at this point. So this is another really good angle to look at what's actually happening in this round, and you can see immediately 4 people from Heroic come straight down from CT. A lot of exchange of util as we've seen from the other angles, but there's nobody from Astralis really here because of what they're doing to kind of feign some control, and you see it has worked. Even just that smoke that they threw on top of Molly has caused 2 rotations back. And so the next thing I want to talk about here is Heroic's setup on the B sites. They've got 2 people here, and it's quite weak really. It's the second a flash comes over, one of them runs away, flashes come in, and then there's a couple mistakes from Astralis here. They're really sat still. They throw 3 smokes from this position, one of them ends up right next to them, one of them ends up in the middle of sight, and one goes to short. And I just don't really see what they're doing here. They seem to get very caught. Because they've won a lot of the initial duels, and then they just get stuck and naded, and the round kind of falls apart from there. Now we're going to watch it from this angle, and this actually really helps to see why Astralis gets so bottlenecked and how they actually can't advance onto the site, and they end up just eating utility. And also some of Heroic's failures with their utility, because they actually had loads, absolutely shit tons of it, and their setup here is so weak that they never get to use it. There was a smoke that was actually deployed from CT spawn just after this, so it landed too late. But yeah, so they get caught completely off guard. But then what happens to Astralis is, you see they went 5 through, they've made no progress. They're spread quite apart, so the nade only hurts one of them. Then they miss some smokes, and they just gradually get picked off one by one, because obviously Heaven's not smoked, and then Dupree tries to run back, straight into the loving arms of Cadian. And now as we look at Xyp9x's clutch attempt, he actually plays it quite well, and there's some very important things that he does here. So he predicts Stan's movement into connector quite well, and he catches him off. Obviously you can't see the POV, but it happens just about now. And then he comes back. So I don't know what Stan saw on his death cam. He might have seen nothing, or he could have seen him running back. But either way, Xyp9x now waits here for about 15-20 seconds, and that starts to cast some doubt in Cadian's mind of whether he's gone behind, which is exactly why he waited. So now Cadian's in 2 minds. Is he behind me? Is he there? Because obviously if he kills Cadian, he wins the round. But then they show each other, and this is where Xyp9x actually makes a huge mistake. he forgets that he can go the other way back, and he loses the clutch. So this is the first episode of A Round in Time. I hope it's a concept that people are going to like, giving a detailed analysis into the round and showing why the teams do what they do and how it affects the round, and then hopefully maybe you can take some of these bits into your own games. Lineups obviously all very easy to find on the internet. I'm not going to go into that, but yeah, I hope this is beneficial and that you enjoyed the content. This is my first attempt really at editing like this, so please leave a comment and let me know if you enjoy the content. Thank you for watching.